Oh, wait, one moment. Bienvenido. Welcome up, Oni Boi, your favorite hobby tourist. I just noticed something very odd. Let me fix that. I'm not sure if all you guys could see it, but at least on the portrait mode, there's something a little weird. One moment. I think it's this one. Let's see if I can fix that. But how are you guys all Yeah, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, there's something a little odd there. Hold up. Bear with me one moment. Actually, thinking about this, shouldn't even be this. Let me look. Wait. Let me, I know you guys are like, what is going on? Let me just fix it. One moment. No, it should be the gaming one. There it is. Okay, I think well, that's just not right. Let me fix that again. And, no, that looks weird. What is going on here? Let me fix this. All right. Just bear with me. I'll read the chat in a moment. Okay, there it is. I think I got it. Okay. Let's see. Hello, welcome in everybody. Hello, Isabel, Mr. Ghost, Splatbray. Oh, that's Bladerby. Oh, you changed your name to Splat Brighton. Very cool. No worries, Warden. If you gotta go, you gotta go. I mean, glad you even said hey in the beginning. That's nice. I actually can't check. I don't know what your photo looks like, Splat. Well, I only see your guys' names. I don't actually see your icons. Atlas, my day's going good. I've just been busy and stuff. I was helping Bingo and stuff with their homework. Earlier than that, I went to the store. I had like groceries, adult stuff. You're gaming. Well, I'm not gaming. I'm going to be talking about my game today. Yeah, I mean, every Monday. I always do that. Even though I didn't get like too much progress, I did figure, like I said last time, I was able to figure out the issue. And I did put them in here. I just haven't like adjusted everything so it works. Atlas, so Oni, everyone here calls me chicken, so probably better if chicken, so there's no added confusion. I mean, I don't think it's a big deal to change your name. Hello, Pinecone. Welcome in. I have a surprise. Ooh, actually two. What are the two surprises? I am very curious. And Alice, I mean, like I said, it's good. You could call me Bry. Okay, sure. Bry's good. Bry's a nice, easy, short one. And hello, Z Warrior Princess in Instagram. Glad for joining us. Still kind of like in the getting everything ready, making sure everything is good. It looks okay. Like I said, like I'm looking at it, and I think it's fine, right? I think I fixed everything. I just like to make sure everything is nice and good. Yes, and I do see that you're over here, Isabel. I know sometimes you tend to be over there in the Instagram, but you know, I try my best to look at the Instagram, but it's not in the same area, so I forget. And if you guys are curious, for anyone who doesn't know what this is, like I said, I'm Oni Boi, your favorite hobby tourist. I'm also Ghost Head. I do all the art also, and this is my game that I'm working on. It's an action adventure game inspired by Caribbean mythology, where you go island to island helping people and creatures, and the creatures help you out too. So if you like Pokemon or Zelda, you probably really like what I'm working on. It'll play similar to, I mean, obviously it's still very early in development, you know, still very early on, but it'll probably play more like Kingdom Hearts. But instead of Donald and Goofy, you'll have these spiritual creatures, which I'll show you around a few of them. I was still implementing, before I realized there was like a big issue with my game. I was like, why isn't anything working? Because I'm not a programmer. I'm more of a designer. I very much, for me, programming, I have to like look at in tutorials, look at instructions, like how do I do this? And I'm later like, you know, step by step doing all the programming, because I'm a very, very, very bad programmer. And I was like, why is this struggling? And it was actually my problem. It was my issue. Because right now, since it's still early in development, right? The game, the animations, I'm like, oh, I'll just use Mixamo animations. Later, I'll make my own personalized animations. But for now, I was like, okay, I'll just use some Mixamo ones. And they were not compatible. And that was like, why is it not working? It was because they were not compatible. Now I got a bunch of Mixamo animations that will be compatible. So now I could finally fix it. And I was like, okay, yes, thank you. But let me catch up with you guys. Atlas, now I think about it. Not sure if I want people in my project. Kind of just do it solo. Yeah, you could do it solo. I mean, like I said, it really depends on how you want to do it because it like I said, for me right now, I'm doing a solo, but I do want people to join in on my project eventually. But I want to get farther along to get so I could actually get people into this project. You know, because it is like close to my heart. This project it is like it's about my culture. I'm sharing part of my culture. You know, because I'm Cuban. Well, Cuban. My parents are Cuban, so Cuban is my culture. So I looked in like this different stories about the Caribbean, specifically like Taino, Orisha stories, and that's kind of like the vibe I want for this. Yeah, no, I definitely will have playtesters later on. I was hoping I would have already had playtesters by now, but like I said, I had issues. I was like, why is it not working? I was like literally slamming my head against, like I'm exaggerating. I did not slam my head against the keyboard, but that's how I felt. And it was because the animations were not working together. And I was like, oh, this whole time I was wasting time. I'm not even joking how much time I wasted on like thinking the programming was wrong, but the programming was totally fine. It was okay. And I was like, oh, okay. Okay, let me see. Brayden, I don't know why, but it's a little bit laggy. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, hopefully it fixes. Where you're on, what are you on? The vertical? It does say it's unstable, the signal. Hopefully it fixes itself. I looked at it. It says like my signal's fine. It's YouTube's is a little buggy. No, it's just it's not your fault. It probably no. I'm looking at the Instagram is fine. Twitch says it's unstable. Yeah, Twitch is unstable. And then YouTube says poor signal. So it's funny because Instagram is usually the one that's a little more iffy, but for some reason it's like, no, we're fine here. I'm like, okay. And I will check out the Discord. You said you had an update on the package. Ooh, okay. I'm going to the movies next Sunday. Ooh, a movie, Isabel. I'm curious. I'm very much a film buff, but I haven't watched anything lately in the movies just because like nothing's called my attention. Like a lot of them just kind of like, meh. Yeah, I'm gonna check. You said, okay, let me check. You said you sent me something, yeah? He's in these streams. I don't mind looking at the Discord. Let's see. You said it is tracking, yeah? I mean, it should be here. Oh, I like it. That's so good. Oh, I like it a lot. Oh, that's so good. So it's like the thumbnail you did. I like it. That's a good one. Oh, okay. Mine, mine smooth. What happened to yours is smooth. At the mall. Oh, you're going to the mall. What movie though? Like what movie are you going to watch? I'm still working on it. No, I mean I think it looks great. I think it looks wonderful. Okay, so let's now that like we've kind of like I guess like gone over a little bit, I want to show you some of the animations where I'm going to use, right? All right, so let me see if let's just play around with it just a moment. Obviously, it's broken. Don't expect it to work. This is still iffy, right? I still haven't put in the fixed animations, but we could at least walk around just so I can show you. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm gonna move it. Where is it? I need to work more on ghosts. I did see that it's like not done. Okay, it's gonna take. There we go. There we go. Okay, so you guys can probably see this. Hopefully, right? I might be too small for the horizontal people, right? I'm like looking at the horizontals. Maybe I could swap it for you guys. I gotta figure out. Like, I'll just make it bigger for you guys, just for a little bit. because I do feel like this is like tiny. Yeah, I'll make it a little bigger, just temporarily, just so you can see what it's like a little bit. So pretty much you can see this is my demo character. She will be like an NPC in the actual game. So if you're curious, in the game you play as Ishi. So Ishi are these people who are chosen to be special. You know, like they chose to be special in the sense that like the thing that's unique about Ishi is they're loved by Oris. Oris are the magical creatures in my game, right? But like I said, so in the game, this is one of the other Ishi. Like you play as an Ishi, she's one also. She's like an NPC in the game, but I think for the demo, it'll be fun having her as a demo character. So when you do play the finished version, you'll be, oh, it's the character from the demo. So anyone who plays the demo will be like, oh, I remember her. I played as her in the demo. And you're like, okay, so she has like a year ahead of you in of experience, you know? Kind of like think of her as like the friendly rival character in a way. So I have a few animations like, wait, can I do, wait, what happened? Can I do, does it work? Yeah, it's not working right now. I was seeing if I could do the attack. Yeah, it's not working. She's just flipping out. Like she froze for a moment because she's trying to do the animation. You don't know how to make a sword tip? Well, they just go together. And Atlas, I might need help with character depth, character design, and music. But I know people would want to make Pokemon, but really I want to make them myself. But I don't want to upset people like that. No, I get you. I get you. I mean, like I said, I would love. Well, I mean, that's like the whole point of these kind of things. We talk about game design and stuff like that. So you could ask questions. Mr. Ghost asks questions all the time. You know, Mr. Ghost asks questions about game design all the time. So you could definitely do that in here. That's kind of like the point of those videos I was doing, you know, like where you saw, I was talking about like how Pokemon trainer, like the gym leaders. And I'm going to do more. I'm going to do a bunch more. This Wednesday will be one about legendaries. The Wednesday after is going to be about evil teams. And I know, yeah, see, Mr. Ghost is working an RPG. You know, a role-playing game. Here's just an example of, oh, if you're curious, what's the deal with this, right? So in the game, there's gonna be like a bunch of different things, right? There's like the spiritual world and stuff. This is like an example of how the spiritual world would work. So these things will pop up. It won't be this big. They'll be like little doors, like more like a, I would say maybe like a barn door, about like that size. I don't know if you've seen a barn door, but about that size. And then you'll go into them, and you'll go into what's called the Zemi zone, and it'll be like in this world, inside the Zemi zone. That's like the spiritual world where the Oris come from originally. So in the world, it'll be like the rules will be very different. So sometimes maybe the gravity's super heavy, so you can't jump very high, or maybe it's the opposite. You could jump super high, or maybe it's underwater, or maybe it's like the floor is lava. It's like you'll have like different environments in these areas, and you as an Ishi, you will decide if they're dangerous or not. If they're dangerous, then you'll mark them. You'll have to like close them if they're dangerous. If not, then you mark them. So like it's like a locked in thing. Right? Thank you. I'm glad you like that concept. So like that's part of your job as an Ishi, is to make sure these worlds, you know, these planes are safe. You know, and then like it'll actually change the way the game works if you actually keep them. You're like, oh, I want to keep this place, is very useful or whatever. It has a lot of cool drops. Think of it like that. It has like a lot of cool items. Or like this one's too dangerous, so you don't want it. You're like, okay, we gotta close it. So you'd have to like defeat the, like imagine like you're defeating like a dungeon. That's what they are. They're literally just dungeons. I don't know if you ever played like Dot Hack. Dot Hack is literally the concept behind it. Because Dot Hack would have like these randomly generated worlds, and you'd go when you go through a dungeon, defeat it. Mr. Ghost, I talked to Wall, and he said he could help me with some music. Ooh, very cool. That's gonna be really cool. And he wants me to do some voice acting for an animation he made. Hello, Stella. Welcome in. Glad to have you. Oh, here's some here's an Ori right here. The little cat, if you're curious. The little cat's an Ori. The little guy over here is actually an Aromi. It's not an Ori. It's treated a little differently. So this is actually a source of your magic in the game. Yeah, the little cat. This Jamito. The little jelly cats. But no, like, to the little pot guy, because in the game you have magic, right? Like, you're a fighter, you're like an adventurer. But like, you're able to cast spells using this pot. You know, the pot actually summons honey for you. So you kind of like point and then like it'll shoot honey from it. Ooh, you have a cat? Ooh, very nice. I do not have any pets. My parents have a ranch, so they have a bunch of animals. But I live in an apartment, so currently we do not have any. I would love to have a pet though. I grew up with a bunch of animals in my life, so that would be very nice. But here's like a few. Oh, here's another one. This one is Furbit. He's a little dog. It's a dog, Ori. There's gonna be a bunch though. In total, it's gonna be like 108. There's gonna be 108 total. Not all of them will be partnerable. Like, you can't partner with everybody. But yeah, like, so like I said, oh, so like in the game, as you can see she has like a tool. It's not necessarily a weapon, because in the game, you're not like a warrior. You're more of an adventurer. So you will actually skate around on these. You'll be able to like jump and skate around, like kind of like riding the wind kind of concept, but you're also able to use it as a weapon. So I will actually show you guys. Here, let's switch out of that. So sorry for the spinning. I'm gonna make this smaller. And let's see, Brayden, and you're talking about getting a cat name, Room. That's really cute. It's like little zoomies. I have 2 cats, a girl and a boy, but I will have more in the future. Girls, oh, that's so cute. Is there a peanut butter dog for Jellycat? No, I mean that dog is just like is Furbit. There will be other dogs. There is like later I'll show you the doodles. I have like some doodles of others, but they're not going to be a peanut butter one. There will be a peanut base character, but I haven't designed it yet. I do have it in my notes. I could make it a dog. I didn't think about that, because there is like a mythology base with peanuts, but I'll see. I haven't decided what it's going to be based off of, like exactly, because it's super vague. But here, okay. Let me drop the remote for a moment, just so I can show you some animations that I've collected. Brayden. One's a boy, one's a girl, 2 for me. Vroom. Oh, okay. That's cool. And Atlas, mainly why I want to do Pokemon is because of shinies. I'm the single person who likes shiny Gengar. Not joking, shiny Garchomp is my favorite shiny ever. Really? You like the subtle, very subtle shinies? See, for me, I'm a bigger fan where you could really tell. I do think shiny Gengar is not that bad, because it's like a muted color, and I think that's kind of cool. I think that if they hit it a little more on the desaturated side, it would look a lot better. The Garchomp, I think, I'm not a big fan of the Garchomp, if I'm being honest. I think they should have gone with more like the blue, similar to like the Prevos. The Prevos had more of like a nicer blues. If they would have done that, I think that would have been nice. Brayden, you know that's my shiny Greninja. Oh, okay. You have a shiny Greninja. That's cool. I'm not a shiny hunter. Like I have a few. In this game, I won't really have shinies. I don't want to have that. There will be color variants, but shinies is not a thing I want, just because it's like it goes away from like the concept I'm going with. Because in this game, you actually make friends with the creatures. You don't actually catch them. They're not like your pets. They're more like your friends, and you go on journeys with them. So it's a little different. So the idea of shinies would kind of ruin it. Like, there will be special, like, the thing that's unique is that they have abilities. They have like unique abilities. There's no levels also in this game. Stella. Honestly, I like the new shiny Dragonite. My little sister likes it too, because it doesn't look like, I mean, I know you're talking about the blue. The blue is very nice. I didn't mind the green though, but I do know what you mean. Where it feels very disconnected. They should have kept it with like a similar theme. But you know, to each their own, like design wise. My first in ZA was Goat Trubbish. Oh, okay, nice. That's cool. Really, your first shiny was a Magikarp. What was my first? My first was a Wormadam. I had a Wormadam in Ruby. I had a Wormadam in Ruby. That was my first. That was the first one I caught. Oni Boi, I know you drew a picture of a dog. Is it Oni dog? Which one? I've drawn dogs before. Are you talking about Furbit? Or are you talking about the duffel bag? The duffel bag mimic. Hello, Snow Cone. Hey, I got to go. I'm going to soccer. No worries. Have a wonderful day, Snow Cone. Have fun at soccer. Okay, I was going to show you some fun animations. Here, I'll make it bigger so you guys can see those. Yeah. Here, let me... Where do I want to put this? Because I want to make sure you guys can see it nice and big. Like a normal dog. I don't know what you're talking about. A normal dog? I've drawn a bunch of dogs. You're talking about Oris? I have some dog Oris. I can show those in a moment if you'd like. Here, I'll pull those up. Hold up. Don't, just bear with me. What is this one? No, I mean, yeah, I can switch that out. Hold up. I'm going to find it just so you could... I think I know which one you're talking about. Let me find it. I have it on the website also. On the web, if you guys are ever curious, I have a lot of this stuff on the website too. You're probably talking about this one. Are you talking about this? Oh. Are you talking about this guy? Is it that one? I'm guessing. I'm guessing it's probably this one. I do have other dogs too. Here, I'll make it bigger. I'm guessing you're talking about, yeah, it's that one. Yeah, no, this is actually one of the evolutions for Furbit. You're going to go to bed. Have a wonderful night, Atlas. And Stellar, I named my shiny Magikarp HGSS. He can guess what it's saying. Wait. Huge, giant, I don't know. I was going to say like huge, something. I don't know. I'm very bad at guessing acronyms. But yeah, Nazarhound is one of the Oris. This is like, it's, if you're curious what it's based on, it's based off of the Nazar Eye. You might have seen it before. It stands for Heart, Gold, Soul, Silver. Oh, I like that. Oh, yeah, this one. So all of these will have like a unique ability, at least the ones you'll see in the demo, because I want to make sure the ones in the demo all have unique abilities. So this guy, Nazarhound's unique ability, it can't be surprise attacked. So moves that come from underground, stuff like that, like traps, crawling moves, hole moves, stuff like that will not work against it. And Alice, no, I mean, it's okay. I mean, I don't like hate them. That's a very strong word. I would just say like, they're just not my favorites. What is my favorite shiny? I'm like a big fan of shinies that are, because like shinies are supposed to be albinos. You know that, right? You know, like shiny Pokemon are supposed to be equivalent to like albino animals in our world. Is he strong? Yeah, he's a strong one. This is one of the stronger ones. Like I said, it's his whole thing. Nazarhound's whole thing is it's immune. It can't be surprised. So no surprise attacks can hit it. And also protects its allies from surprise attacks. I mean, do you think he could move a boulder? Yeah, I mean, like for sure. Yeah, Nazarhound could probably like destroy a boulder for sure. A lot of these guys are pretty strong. Like design wise, they're pretty powerful creatures. Fish Guy is Atlas now. Wait, what happened? Who's Fish Guy? And hello, Alan. Perfect. What? I am chicken. You will see why. Wait, wait. Oh, because you want to use him? Okay, yeah, yeah, I get you, I get you, get you. But no, like Nazarhound is a Earth type. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, so like Nazarhound is an Earth type. Then I could also have I can show you another one. The other hound. Here, hold up. One moment. Not another hound, it's a Pallet Mutt. This is my personal favorite. Pallet Mutt. This one's a water type. So this is the other version of Furbit. Furbit could become one of the two. I said I didn't mean to. Okay. No, wait, what happened? Oh, you guys are just being silly. It's all good. Here, I'll hide these now. Because you oh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, for a puzzle. No, yeah, like it's an earth type, so it will have earth type moves. Like all of them will have elemental abilities. You know, a lot. Like I said, a lot like Pokemon. I have less types than Pokemon. Pokemon is 18 types. I only have 5 types. So I have like Earth, Water, Fire, Wind, and Metal. Those are the 5 types I have. Because, like I said, they're very connected with the Caribbean. So in that one, the one like I'll go back to it just so you can look at it. I'll open it again. This one is an earth type. So literally it will have the ability to, to fire rocks. That's kind of like the normal thing. It'll be able to make rock walls and stuff like that. Yeah. No, it's Tuesday and Friday. Tuesday and Friday are TCG or TCG days. And then Monday is my video game, like Ori's. Like the Fridays is a little more possible to change, you know. The way I'm thinking about it is Fridays is more like whatever I feel in the mood to really do. So I might have it more like I could do another like Ori's devlog, or it could be a TCG day, but like it is more like a game design day. Mr. Ghost, maybe at the end of the month, I can make an animation that represents the picture. Ooh, that sounds fun. I really want to make some really cute animations with all these guys. I am so excited for that. Just like right now, I'm just trying to get the basics down. You know what I mean? I can't like get overwhelmed with wanting to do all these things because I have like so many things I want to do with this project. And it is like we said before, if I had like a team of people, yeah, it would be a lot easier. But it's it's me, so I have to like prioritize. I'm like, okay, what do I need? What do I want? And what do I like? Alan, I already made my guys origin story. Remember the? Oh yeah, I do remember. He looked fun. He looked like a fun design, to be honest. Let's go back to Furbit. Here, I'll show you Furbit again. So if you're curious, when they change completely. It's not like Pokemon where it's like an electric to a stronger electric. So Furbit is actually a wind type. And when it evolves, it could become a water type or an earth type. So it actually changes completely in the game. That's kind of how it works. Oh, it's going to be top secret? Oh, very interesting. You've caught my interest. But like, I think that'll be really interesting because I do want it if they evolve. Like you don't make them evolve, right? They evolve on their own. These, like I said, you're in the game when you play the game. You're their friend. You're not their owner. You're more of like an ally in adventures and doing different things. And they have like different skills. And also maybe one person like Alan, you have like one Furbit, and Mr. Ghost, you have a different Furbit, and they have completely different moves because it'll be a pool system, which will be a little different. So instead of having level 1, level 2, they just have a pool of moves, and it's like randomly selected from those moves. So like maybe Furbit has like just as an example, he has like a water bullet, not water, like a wind bullet, right? And then Mr. Ghost, yours has like a lick move. It's like a melee move. So it could be very different. Alan, well, his friend is taking him. He was trapped inside an indestructible force field. Oh, Sounds very crazy. Figure out how. Ah, okay, okay, okay. Wait. So I'm guessing from the way you're describing this character, Alan, your character he's not like obviously he's not like a normal character. It's more of like a conceptual being, like an abstract, right? So he's able to lose his head and still move around and like function normally. That sounds like an abstract character, which is cool. I like that. That's really fun. Mine tend to be very lower stakes. They're not as powerful. They're like, yes, they're powerful, but like not like that. They're not like any galactic. They're more like I said, more like Pokemon strength wise. I would say there are like powerful deities and stuff like that in the game. There are going to be some, which there will be more like considered like legendary status. But I think a lot more they're not so much. They're not treated as just like rare Pokemon. You know, these will be treated more like they're like guardian deities of these islands. Mr. Ghost, I want to do this with whoever I collaborate. Oh, okay, I get you. Yeah, I mean that would be super fun, and I would love to do that too. I was actually speaking to somebody the other day about maybe doing a collab video and like a stream or a video or something. Because like I said, I really want to do collabs with people who are making stuff. You know, making a game, maybe making an animation, maybe making a comic, stuff like that. I really want to do that kind of stuff, like creative collabs. And I want to do like the artist battle thing. That'd be really fun. But like I said, I still need to focus a little bit more on my game. Okay, so let's go into what I want to do. Oh, I was gonna show you guys the animation. I kept getting distracted, right? Let me make it a little easier for you guys to see. Is it this one? Yeah. So I'm gonna change this. One moment. We're gonna change that to this one. And then I'm gonna make it bigger. Hold up. Just bear with me. I'm gonna move it just so you guys can look at the animation. That's what I really want to share. Obviously, I didn't make these animations. These are Mixamo animations. But these are like the animations we're going to be using in the game. And I thought we were like, you know, at least for the prototyping, you know? I wanted to at least share that much with you guys. Let me hide that. Go down here. Hide this. Hide that a little bit. There we go. Trying to make it so it's easier for you guys to see. Okay, let me grow that. Okay. Okay, that should be a little. No. That should be a little better. You guys should be able to see this. And let's see. Mr. Ghost, you are an exception because you can give me tips. Haha. I'm more working ideas for my. Oh, okay. Yeah. I get you. And then Alan, game I'm making is inspired from. Oh, nice. Yeah. Oh, and a little Call of Duty. I did not expect that. Based off of Ori's art style. You inspire. Oh, I'm so glad that you like it. I mean, I've had other people that, oh, that's a unique art style. Because I do. I like stylized, cartoony art. You know, it is a little bean shaped, but I think it's fun. You know, we got this bean shaped art. I think it's cool. Okay, so I was going to show you some of these animations. So here's like one. This is like this is what's it called? Like a draw. This is like her drawing a sword. Obviously, it wouldn't actually work. You know, the way, like I said, in the finished version is gonna be very different. I'm gonna do my own custom animations. A lot of these don't work with the aesthetic I'm going for. But like here's another one. It's like putting away a sword. Like I said, we don't have a sword. We have a board. You can't think of other characters. I mean, I have like a few ways. I was thinking maybe I could do a video of how to get ideas. That'd be like a fun video. You want to do an RPG with TF2? Oh, I have so many ideas, Alan. It's like ridiculous. Usually for me, it's more of like I have to like round up my ideas because I have too many ideas. You know, so this is like a heavy. I might use this one just for like I said in the prototype. What's this one? Oh, there's like a spinning attack, which isn't bad. I'll probably, I'm, I'm not sure exactly what I want to do. TF2 has a lot of copyright. Agreed. Ooh, you're gonna make an assassin character. That's fun. Like, I don't know if you've seen, and you've seen them, the TCG streams. I talk more about, like a rushdown character. So an assassin would be a rushdown character if you're curious what it means. What's this one? This one is a block. So it's like a basic block attack. Then we could show off this one. This is like another, this is a different kind of block. And then here's like a holding block. Then over here, this one's like a dramatic, like, like losing animation. Your back battles. Hello, slap battle. Right, just going over some animations I got from Mixamo that I'm going to use. That should work now after I put them in. Just like a regular idle. I still haven't implemented them in. Here's like a nice run. Here's a, look here. I could actually show you guys what you do. So if you're, I guess you can't see it, huh? It's blocked. Well, either way, so when you grab one of these Mixamo animations, so you're going to want to select it, right? And then over here on the side, it'll have like options in the inspector. So there's model, rig, animation, and material. So you want to go into rig. So you want to go into the rig and then you go into the humanoid. So you go into humanoid and then it creates a copy. And then from there, I'm able to select the model I'm using. And then I apply it. Then from there, I could actually look at the animation. See, there's like a running backwards animation. That's really funny. Hello, Stormy. What's up? How are you? For today, like, every Monday, it's like an overview talking about what's going on with my game, stuff like that. I was able to finally figure out what was wrong. I was so stressed out. I was like, what is wrong with my game? And what it was, I was using, because remember, I was using Mixamo animations for the prototyping. I was like, well, I'm not going to stress out making unique animations yet. So I was like, okay, so I'm going to use Mixamo animations, but I didn't realize the Mixamo animations were not compatible. That's why I was flipping out. I actually thought it was my programming. I thought it was my programming. It wasn't the program. The program was totally fine. It was the Mixamo actual animations were wrong. They were not compatible. That's why I didn't want to work. And Atlas, I'm trying to redo my scrape project. That's the story I meant idea where, the Big Bang Theory, if everything was one missing thing. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I know, Storm. Like I said, like it was very stressful because I'm not a strong programmer. So of course I thought the programming was the issue, and it wasn't. The actual issue was the animations. So I was actually going over some animations I got. So here's another one. I'm gonna have to lock in this animation. It doesn't take too long to lock them in realistically. And then we can look at it. There's like a walking backward animation. Which you need all the direction. Technically you don't need it, but it looks so much nicer when you have a nice transition to all the different directions. I actually love animating. Animating is probably one of my favorite parts. That's why I'm like, but I don't want to get over, how can I say it? I don't want to get too into it yet. I want to get the game down. That's why I'm using Mixamo animations. And then later, I'll actually go into making my own custom animations that look nicer and a little more personalized. These are fine. These are great. Look at them. These look good. They look good. But I want a little more personality for these. These are very generic. They're made that way on purpose, right? The Mixamo guys, they're wonderful. They do that they do a good job. They have a huge library. Not what I wanted. I highly recommend using Mixamo for any prototyping. You could even use it as a final product if it really works with you. if you're like, oh, this is exactly what I want. Yeah, no worries, no worries. No worries, Alan. I will be here for a bit. So here's like a pivot. Pivot's really nice, very useful. And then this one, oh, there's a few that I'm really excited to be able to put in. I was like, oh, Mixamo has these. I was like, that's really cool. So I'm gonna select that, apply it in. Then we can check this one out. What's this one? Oh, this is like the other direction. So it's a spin around the different direction. Then oh no, Mr. Ghost, you should make a video showing us how to make simple animations. Yeah, I mean, when I get there, definitely. Definitely. I want to do one of those, like how I do animations, because there's like a few. So if you're curious, right? Where's my notes? I'm like looking for like, I have like some notes on the side, of course. Let's see. Hold up. I'm gonna look. There are like a few animations that I have written down, right? That every character needs. Like every Oris will need. Hold up. Where is it? I know I have it somewhere. I literally have them like right near me. I know I do. I have like so many notes. It's like kind of hilarious. Maybe I don't have them near me as I thought. Oh, I do. I found it. I found it. Oh, like a stream. Maybe you can do it like a drawing stream. Yeah, that could be fun. Okay, so what I was going to say. So if you're curious about animations, right? There's a few animations you always want. So like these are like basic animations, like 3D. You want an idle. You want to walk. You want to run. You want to jump. You want some type of like attack, like a melee attack. You want a guard. You want some kind of like magic. Like this is like, I'm saying like this is my game, obviously. Like a range. So like one melee, one range, one guard. You want to hit, like you take damage. And then for me, I want one special animation, something like maybe swimming or climbing, maybe flying, something like that. And then the last one, I want a summoning for the Oris. Those are like super basic animations. If you have those, like at least if I have those for each character, then I'm pretty much set. They work for everything, which I feel like Pokemon tries to do that sometimes, but a lot of times they don't. A lot of times they just have like super generic stuff that doesn't work. You know what I mean? And then Atlas, you play as a frog called Atlas. He has 3 wives. Wait, what? That's super random, but sounds funny. Trying to find a way out. He leaves his wives? Okay. Mr. Ghost, maybe you could, stream. Good idea. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. In the near future, we could definitely do it. You know, for sure. Okay, so I want to show you guys some other ones. So here's some magic poses I'll see. I think these are really fun. Right? So I was thinking like this for the honey. This actually is like almost spot on what I imagine. So I might like tweak it a little bit. I might actually grab the Mixamo animation and just tweak it just because it's so spot on. And then I have this one. This is like a big one. There's like a big, like almost like a wave. I feel like it'd be like a wave attack. I'm not sure if this one like applies really well with my own game. Here's just like an idol. Like there's an idol magic pose, which is, it's fine. I think it's good. She does need a different pose for different actions. This is like looking around. This is like if you're standing still too long. What about this one? Oh, it's like a jump. It's okay. It's not like my favorite jump, but I think it's fine. Here's like a losing animation. What about this one? This is like a hit. You take a hit. So this is a good example of taking a hit, I feel. And there's also a light hit, if I remember. Yeah, see, here's a light hit. Mr. Ghost. Wait, let me count how many animations a character needs in my game. To be specific, remember, your team is battle only. Not a bad plan. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like I said, for my game, my Oris will need, actually, let me count it, 10 animations. So that each Ori will need 10 animations. And then from there, they could use whatever ability, whatever thing. It doesn't really matter. You know, so like, I don't know, let's say I'll go back to Furbit. Yeah, I'll pull up Furbit for a moment. Let's pull that one up. So we got Furbit, right? So Furbit would have, you know, a walking, a running, a jump, and then would have a melee attack, a ranged attack, a guard, take damage, and then a special. So for Furbit, I do have like a thought of a special one. It would be like a tumble, because it's gonna be treated almost like a tumbleweed. So it's like jumps around, kind of like tumbling. So I think that would be like the special, unique one. The special ones are like to give it more character. That's what I imagine with the special animations. Atlas, I wasn't really happy with the story, so I scrapped it. Oh, okay, okay. I mean, so one thing I would say with stories, I don't know if you ever seen the arc, like the character arc. I'm a big fan of the beginning of a story, a character should pivot from one arc to a different arc. I think that's a good sign of a good story. Mr. Ghost, 8 or 9 animations for each character in battle. Nice. See, that sounds about right. You know, obviously some games have more, but like, okay, so like I said, so, you know, Furbit, right? Let's say he's going to use a move where it's like a shell move. Like a shell, if you're curious what a shell move is, shell moves are abilities that go like from point A to point B, right? So from here, straight across, that is a shell move. So it would use the shot, you know, like the project, the range animation. But then if it was going to, let's say, instead of using a shell move, it use an arc move. So a move that goes from like point A upwards and then down to point B. It would still use the shot animation. I don't need to change it. Hello, Cloud Chica. Welcome to the stream. My story is dark 70% of the time. Ooh, so it's a very gritty game. Mine, not so much. Mine is very happy-go-lucky. I mean, there will be some action and stuff, but nothing like dark. Not counting the a few bosses I'm gonna have. I am gonna have like some like evil characters, like bosses, roaming bosses, stuff like that. Yes, I made it before stream ended. No, I know. We still got a few more minutes. It's not gonna be like a long stream, but I am still going over a few more animations. So here's another one. This one's like a running back animation. It's like I said, these are very useful to have, right? For like the player. So that's the thing, when the player is always the one has the most. Oh, you guys can't even see this. I'm sorry. There we go. So the player character always needs to have more animations than the rest of the people, just because you spend a bunch of time with them. So if you'll notice their animations are a little off. You're like, wait, why is this character walking funny or whatever? So you want to have a bunch more animations for the player. So here's another one. He's like, see, this is like a turning one. You don't really need this for like the background characters. You know, to be honest, unless if you have like a super high resolution game that you want to have all this stuff, sure. But most games you don't need this stuff. Alan, I'm gonna put my own character in the story. Can I put you in my game? Sure. Yeah, that's fine with me. I don't mind that. I'm actually thinking maybe in the near future, I would love to make an Oni Boi that's ready for people to use if they want. I think that'd be kind of fun, like a fun concept to have, and just have it. If you guys want, you could use Oni Boi in your game. And I was thinking that'd be kind of cool to do in the near future. So here's another. This is like a different pivot, like a opposite direction. Here's another. This is like a walking back, and then this one is a walking forward. See, these are all basic. Like I said, the run, the walk, all very useful. And then I have some other ones that I think are really going to be fun. Hey, what happened here? Oh, it's that's why it's not. I haven't like connected it. Hold up. I was like, there's something off here. Apply. Hey, it's not. I wonder why. Oh, this one doesn't seem like it's working. Okay, it's not. I'm not gonna stress about this animation. Can we use Ori characters too? Maybe not. I'm not sure about the. I think like I'll see. I'll see. I'm not 100% sure about that. I don't mind you using them in like some aspects, but I'll see about the models. I'm not 100% sure about that yet. I know Oni Boy I don't mind people using, but Ori's, just because I do plan on eventually getting, like publishers and stuff like that, and then that would really ruin it for me getting a publisher if I had Ori models out and about and people just using them. So maybe not the Ori models. Alan, I was thinking of making you a background kid. Yeah, I think that'd be really cool when you talk with them. That'd be really cute. I like that. That's like, I'm not sure about that one though, about letting people use my Ori models. Okay, I'm gonna go into, this one's a kneeling one. Let's see if this one works. If not, it's fine. Like, I'm not gonna stress about these. These were like extra ones that I thought would be really cool to have. Oh, these are not working. That's a bummer. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind you guys draw your own ores, but I'm saying like the actual models. I wouldn't put. I don't think I'd have my models available for you guys. You know what I'm talking about? You guys could draw my guys and put them in your game if you want. That's not a big deal. I don't mind that. But I would not, I don't think I'd let you guys have the actual models to put in your games officially. Do any of these work? Oh, well, I was hoping they would work. Doesn't look like it. Maybe, okay, hold on. Let me see. What if I put them, what if I put them in here? I'm going to test that out because I really wanted these to work. You know? Here, let me see the climbing one again. Strip bones. What happens if I strip the bones? Will it work now? Yeah, it's not working. This one might not work. I was seeing if I could add these work, but no. Yeah, these animations aren't working. That's a bummer. What about now? Yeah, no, it's not working. Okay. Here, let me see. What about this one? This one work? Nope. Nope. The skateboard one? Yeah, okay. None of the extra ones, none of the fun extra ones work. That's a bummer. All right, I'm not gonna stress about that. I'm actually just gonna remove them just so I don't stress over them. I'm not gonna like. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I need these. No, I don't. These were just extra ones prototype. In the finished version, yes, I will need them, but I'm not gonna stress about that for now. It's not like, oh, I need these right now. This is like, it was a pickup. It was a kneeling one. The skateboard one would have been fun too to see. The swimming one. Yeah, none of these work. The swimming animation doesn't work either. Okay. I think these are fine. Okay, let me catch up with you guys because I know you guys wrote a few things. Alan, but the clans don't accept him as the people see him need to gain their trust. Oh, okay, okay. Where's the Atlas in the back? Oh, okay. What kind of game is this Atlas? I'm kind of curious now. Is it like action adventure? Is it more like a third person shooter? Like what's the concept? Like what's the concept behind it mechanically? Mr. Ghost, I got a very good idea. Oh, what's your idea? Alan, what if I put one of them as like a hidden reference in Ori? If not, it's fine. I mean, like, I don't mind if you guys do that kind of stuff. I'm just saying what I was talking about is having an Ori like available, like the model, the actual 3D model available for people to use. I'm thinking in the near future I could do that with Oni Boi, having a 3D model that people could actually use. Oh, it's a Souls like. Oh, actually, let me see, Alice. I'm curious. Do you actually, because a lot of people don't realize what makes a Souls like a Souls like. Because a lot of people think Souls likes are just like gritty and dark. They don't have to be gritty and dark. Souls likes actually have a mechanic that a lot of people don't realize. I'm just curious if any of you guys know what is the unique thing about like a Souls like versus like a Bayonetta or a Devil May Cry. You know? Stormy, I would be fun seeing a stream or breakdown of your design process, honestly. Yeah, I mean I wouldn't mind. Like we've seen like of like designing the what part? There's so many things. I have no clue. That's something I'd love to see one day. Like designing what? Like how I design a character? Like a breakdown of a character? I could do that very soon. I wouldn't mind that. I mean, that's kind of what the TCG ones are. The TCG ones are a little more like paper design, where this is more of like, this is like farther along and it's like, it's very like set in stone what I have in mind for everything here. But I'm a little curious if you guys actually know what a Souls like is, because I feel like a lot of people don't know. A lot of people just assume it's like, oh, it's like a dark, gritty game. It's like, no, it's not. That's like not at all what it is. Hello, Arch. Welcome to the stream. I'm just talking about my game. It's an action adventure game, you know, heavily inspired by Caribbean mythology. You go island to island helping people and creatures, and the creatures help you out too. Mr. Ghost, I'm back. I changed something in my notes. Ooh, what did you change? I'm curious. You know, I'm always curious. I love to see projects and stuff. If you guys are working on projects, please tell me, share them. Like, share them in the Discord, especially. I'd love to see them. I know, Stormy, you've been working on your stuff too. I want to say it. Atlas, I think the actual thing is that makes it Souls-like is the game mechanics similar to Dark Souls. Most apps are limited. Save location, having to go out and get your stuff back, an overwhelming challenge. Realistically, you know what it really is? It's kind of funny. Atlas, the thing that really makes a Souls-like, like gameplay wise, is the ability to be able to cancel your actions. So in Dark Souls and other games like that, you're not able to cancel your ability. So okay, I'll show you with the example of my own game, right? My game, you can cancel. Here, I'll show you right now. Okay, let's change. Oops. It doesn't really help, does it? Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. I'm going to change that one back to that one. Oh, where'd that go? Where'd it go? Oh no! Oh, it's so tiny. Oh no! I lost it. Where'd it go? Okay.